This is the first thing you need to discern that God is doing in this hour. Number one, prunings, purifyings of the vessels that he intends to use, and then judgment upon the wicked. Malachi chapter 3 and verse 3. Malachi 3 and verse 3. Please give it to us. And he shall sit as a refiner and a purifier of silver, and he shall purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver, that they may offer unto the Lord an offering of righteousness. There are prunings. John chapter 15 from verse 1 to 4. Give it to us. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. Verse 2. Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away, and every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth. Take note. He purgeth, that it may bring forth more fruit. Verse 3. Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Verse 4. Abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself except it abide with the vine. No more can ye, except ye abide with me. 5 is the final verse for now. It says, for without me ye can do nothing. God is bringing prunings. God is bringing purifyings. If you want to use another word, call it circumcision. God is doing a radical work of pruning. I tell you this. Many of you may not be able to explain the seasons that you found yourself. It looks as if there is a strong hand of God upon you, but it's coming with such constraints and such disciplines. I can tell you it's the discipline that bets glory. The Bible tells us there is a relationship between death and glory. It said, except a corn of wheat falls to the ground and dies, it abides alone. But if it does die, it will emerge and begin to spring forth. Prunings. Some of you, you are in a season where God has given you laborious instructions. Instructions that look as if it's an iron hand. My brother and my sister, is because of the nature of the mandate that is upon you. You see, God's training is a representation of his confidence in you. The nature, the gravity of his training is a testament of his confidence. Hallelujah. Purifyings, prunings, judgment upon the wicked. For the wicked, they will not rest. Their season has come to end, for sure. I can tell you that for sure. For sure. In a very strange way, Dagon will fall before the ark. It is one of the things that God is doing. There are battles that believers will not have to fight again. God is arising. Anything, let me tell you this. God's enemy is not what you hate. God's enemy is not who you hate. God's enemy is anyone or anything that becomes a perpetual interruption to the birthing of his program. Let me repeat that again. God's enemy does not mean the person you hate, or the church you hate, or the program you hate. No, you can be hating it, whereas they are the epicenter of what God is doing. God's enemy does not mean what you hate or who you hate, but anyone and anything, any program, any strategy that becomes a perpetual interruption to the birthing of his prophetic agenda becomes his enemy. Jonah, you don't have to be fake to be God's enemy. Once you go against his instruction, you can fall to the sea and almost die. Is somebody learning now? When we talk about judgment, we're not just talking about witches and wizards. We're also talking about judgment over rebellion. Is someone learning now? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you, your prayer from today should not be give me. The prayer is grace, strength, stamina, because you are in seasons right now where it looks like God, you are molting out of your former self. There is a version of you God is looking for, and is looking for that version in a hurry. At the pace you are going, you will lose out on God's program, and there is need to push a little more. And so God is pushing your prayer life a little more, pushing your fasting life a little more. Let me tell you this. Do not be angry at the chastisement of God. God does not chastise as the wicked chastises. It is not because he has forgotten you. It is because from that crushing, there is glory that is coming. From that crushing, he has not forgotten you. No. Why are doors no longer opening? No, it's because the door of destiny needs to open, but not to this version of you. So he wants you to stay until you are built. Please listen very carefully. Don't run away from the prunings of God. That's how mighty men are made. Mighty men are not made in conferences. They are made in secret places. They are made in caves of Adullam. That's where he trains. That's where he prunes. That's where he cultures you. You become a mighty man in the spirit. Pastors, let me tell you, thank God for traveling around for programs, but these are seasons where we need to stay again. There is a version of us that the next move of God is looking for. The next move of God is not looking for a celebrity version. As important as that is, the next move of God is not looking for a version that is known by everyone. He's talking of men who have weight in the spirit, that God can drop a nation on your shoulder and you say, I can take it. I can take that nation. I can bring revival. Let me tell you this. God is going to be allocating assignments. I'm getting there. Assignments. You will find ordinary men, but you know how Joshua and Caleb, how they allocated lands. And for some of you, somewhere where you are going, there are giants there. I tell you, there are mighty giants. Yet, that is your place of destiny. You will not confront the giants just being a nice guy. The giants don't need contract. They are vicious. They are demonic. They are spirits. Hallelujah. Spirits over territories. That God will say, come, I'm taking you to a particular nation of Europe, and you will be there for 5 years. But the mandate for you is that within that 5 years, turn that place around for Jesus. Now that's when you will see the value of your training. This is what it means to serve the purposes of God. It's not to make empty noise. That you carry weight, you carry presence, you step into a land and open the gates of that land because of the dimension of weight you have carried. Is somebody learning now? So allow him prune you. I know you think you are ready, but let him prune you. Let him prune you. There is something fame does to men that if it does to you, you will die before your time. There is something money does to men. There is something women do to men. There is something men do to women. There is something title does to men. Let him work on you before you destroy yourself before your time. The day you receive an award, the day you sign checks in billions, the day people love you from everywhere and you become a celebrity, that's when you will learn the distracting power of fame. Before you get there, he wants to work on you. That you can be in the midst of glitz and glamour and glory, and because you have been trained, you are not distracted. Who is learning? When your prayer life is only tied on doors you want open, what happens when all the doors are open? When your prayer life is only tied to a husband and a wife, what happens after you marry? When your prayer life is only tied to a job, what happens when the job comes? So he will train you. You get to a point where your language is not I need again. The language is your kingdom. The language is your glory. That though you slay me, I am disinvested in you. I can't go back again. There's no other way to go. There's no other way to go. Let me tell you this. Please listen to me. Many believers think they are ready to host the program of God. And I don't say this in an arrogant way. I have seen money change people. I have seen little liftings change people. I've seen open doors destroy people. I'm telling you. You see, when you've not gotten to certain heights, it's easy to disrespect greatness and say, what is there about money? What is there? What is there about influence? What is there about being a big man? Where there is new wine, there is new power, there is no freedom, the kingdom is here. I lay down my offering to carry on today. Hallelujah. Let me tell you what happens to you when you are pruned. Any instruction, you see, being trained by God cultures you to a point where you lose the ability to tell him no. You can't say no again. Your will is still yours, but you are that invested. If he says to the nations, yes sir. Your bank account, yes sir. Your time and your energy, yes sir. Until then, just keep quiet. What fame has done to preachers, what lifting has done to preachers. My sister, I understand your prayer. Is it not because a man has not come? Let a wealthy, blessed man come, and you will see if the same passion you have to get up and pray is still there. So before he comes, God says, let me work on you, so that the presence of the man does not become a curse to you. Is somebody learning? Oh, man of God, I love you. No. You don't know what it means to stand before kings and have the kings call you their father. To stand before nation shifters and they are at your beck and call. That's when you will know how consecrated you are. That you can tell a king, I need this, and he says, yes sir. And yet God says, withhold your mouth, no words. God. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. This aspect of the pruning of a believer, I'm sorry to say it, I think the church has disrespected that aspect. Is the reason why we cannot carry power. But ladies and gentlemen, our sojourn is by the grace of God, but there is a place of intense pruning and training and alignment. By the time you endure that dealing, let me submit to you, there are things you will not pray for again. God will bring them in a hurry because he has found a place in your heart. He has successfully dethroned every idol in your heart. That's the goal of the training. It's not to hurt you. The goal of the training is that he becomes exalted in your heart and sits in a position where in your heart is not threatened by anything now or in the future. That you get to a point where you can say, by the mercies of God, there is nothing I cannot give God. If you can get to that point and mean it, and be careful while you say it, because you will test it. I can assure you on that. But when you are tried as gold and you come out refined, in one day God can bring billions to your account, and you look at it and say, to God be the glory. God can open the two-leaf gates of the hearts of kings, and you still stand there and say, to God be the glory.